Hi, this is Bruce, and in this video we're going to look at how to deal with when we have multiple actors in one movie, which of course we do here. And we're going to do that by creating, or I've actually already created the table, but then we're going to actually do the linking. So in the last video, we looked at how to create a relationship between a movie table and an actor's table, where we're taking the actor ID and relating it by putting it into the actor ID column in the movies table. But obviously you can see we've still got the actor to name here. So what I've done is started to create what's known as a linking table, or what we're calling a linking table. In this case, I've called it Tarantino Linker. Again, with the bad names. And essentially all we have here are all the links. So we've got the movie IDs and the actor IDs. So, and then we can see if the movie that corresponds with this ID, which is in this case Reservoir Dogs, has two actors in it in this list. So you can see the actor IDs 1 and 2. And that corresponds with Harvey Keitel and Tim Roth, both of them in Reservoir Dogs. So what I want to do is create a PHP that's going to select the movies. So we're displaying just one movie, and then within that movie, we're displaying all the actors that are appearing in that movie. Okay. So we're going to start off with the Tarantino here, and we'll call it. Let me see, a CV, and we'll call it Tarantino looped, I guess, or linked. So from the Tarantino PHP that we looked at before, what we want to do is add the Tarantino linker table. And then instead of linking the actor IDs from the movies and the actors, we're going to link it from the Tarantino linker. So we're going to go Tarantino linker to the actors. So if I save that and then come back over here, and we can see we're getting a big long list again. And if we just throw that into the JSON validator, right, we can see we're getting again every actor with every movie. Okay. So if we add an and statement, and essentially we're going to copy this one, and we also want to make sure that the movie ID is matching the movies movie ID. Right? So we're matching on both the actor ID and the movie ID. So now if we save this and come back and refresh, this is looking much better. Let's just go and we'll just double check it here. Right, so we can see we've got Reservoir Dogs with, we're going to ignore actor to name for now. In fact, I'm going to clean this up in a second. So we've got Reservoir Dogs with Harvey Keitel and Reservoir Dogs with Tim Roth. Then we've got Pulp Fiction with Tim Roth and Kurt Russell. And then we've got Jackie Brown and and then Pulp Fiction again with Samuel L. Jackson. That's what I was looking for. And so that corresponds, right? Pulp Fiction is the movie with an ID of 2. And if we look in our linker, we can see we've got 1, 2, and 3 users that or 3 entries relating the actor and Pulp Fiction. Okay, and I might have made some mistakes in here too, so don't hold me to it. So far, it seems pretty good. Okay, so that's pretty good. But the ideal thing would be, instead of having multiple entries for each movie, is to have the movie once and then have the actors multiple times. But first, let's just go back and change our select. So we're going to select not everything. We're just going to clean it up a little bit. So Tarantino movies.movie, which is the title of the movie, and Tarantino movies.year. And was there anything else we should grab? You'd think I'd know by now. Nope, that's it. And then after that, we're going to do Tarantino actors. Not actor name. Birth year. And Tarantino actors biography. See if this works. Yes, it does. Okay, so we've got the same data. It's just we've removed the movie ID and actor 2 that is we're no longer using an actor ID, so we can see. Right, it should just be much clearer. So now let's figure out how to have all the actors listed in an array, so an array within an array, inside the listing for each movie. So if we go through our results, we've got an array here where movie is set to the name or the title of the movie. And so if this is already set, we want to add the actor's information to an actor's array within this array. Right? So first of all, let's get our movie title. Right, so it's row, and then we can specify which element from the array we want. And we will put that as movie title. I don't think this will be JSON, but let's just double check. Okay, so now you can see we've got the titles for all of them. Right? But what we want to do is, if the title's not there, so if the title's already set, so if it's not set, let's do it that way. So if not set, and then this results movie title. Then what we want to do is set the results, but then we need to put the movie title in here because we want to give it a name. Right, so we're creating an array with the movie titles, and then we're going to create the array within there. So what we can do is put movie, and then it would be row. I mean, we could just put the movie title. We've already created it, but we may as well just do it like this. So row movie. And then we're going to do the same thing for the year. Okay, let's just see if this works. Movie title equals row. So we're creating a variable called movie title, and then we're seeing if it's already been added to the results array, right? So you can see here, this is where we're creating it. So if it's not been added, then we're going to add it. Else, we're just going to keep on going. Okay, let's just see if this works. And it does. Right, so now we've got Let me just copy it. It'll be easier to see in the JSON linter. So now you can see we just have the 4 movies that are in that linker thing. We're not getting the other movies that are not there. So we're only getting the ones for which we have actors that are linked. Okay, and you'll notice compared to before that we're only getting each movie once because of this is not set. So if it's not set, then it's going to keep on doing it. Okay, so now I said we wanted to add an array for the actors, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So just like these ones, shoop. But we don't want to put anything in yet. So we're just going to go like this. Right, so we're creating the array for the actors. And then we're going to continue to loop through, and we want to add the actors in the loop. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to copy results movie title. And now we're going to take this actors array that we've created and reference it. So actors. And then obviously we still need an array, right? Because we're creating an array within an array. And then the actors, we've got their name. Actors with an S. I'm not sure why I did that. Normally it should be actor name, but birth year. And then birth year and biography. And then over here, it should be, we need to have the row, obviously, and reference the biography. Right, so in the first one, we would have had, we have a row for every actor in every movie. And we still have that, but we're only adding it to the results array. The movie we're only adding to the results array if it's already if it hasn't already been created, and then the actors, instead of putting them in their own top level array in the JSON, we're adding it into an array within the results array. Hopefully this will work. I would be amazed if it does. And so if we copy that and then paste it, it certainly didn't get an error, so I'm thinking it's working, but let's see. So we've got Reservoir Dogs, and we've got Harvey Keitel and Tim Roth in an actors and arrays, in the actors array. So we've got the array for the actors, and then obviously we've got this array called, or object really, called Reservoir Dogs, and in there we've got the information for the movie. And then same thing for Pulp Fiction, right? We've got our Pulp Fiction object. In there we've got the information about the movie, the title and the year. And then we've got the actors array where we've got Tim Roth, Kurt Russell, and Samuel L. Jackson. So let's come down here to, I don't know, the Hateful Eight. And let me just see. Hateful Eight actors. So we've got Kurt. What? Like it's all the same people. Okay. So Tim Roth, Kurt Russell, and Samuel L. Jackson. So Hateful Eight is movie 9. And then, right, going by this, right, I can add, so I'm going to do insert. The Hateful Eight being 9 is really throwing me off. Okay, so 9, we've already got Kurt Russell, so Tim Roth, and 9 is the movie ID. And who else did we say? Tim Roth and Samuel L. Jackson, of course. Samuel L. Jackson is number 4. And let's hit a go. So we've added, right, two actors to the Hateful Eight. If we come back here and refresh, and so they should be adding them not to their own JSON objects or JavaScript objects, but to the same Hateful Eight under the title. So, and you can see that's what it is. Originally, we only had, I think, Tim Roth, and we added Samuel Jackson. Oh, so we added Samuel Jackson twice. Kurt Russell is the other guy we needed to add. Kurt Russell is 9. Let's go back to here and just fix that up. Kurt Russell is number 9. There we go. And I can see Kurt. I'll copy it and paste it, and so we're done. Doop. Okay, so now you can see in the Hateful Eight, we've got Samuel L. Jackson, Tim Roth, and Kurt Russell. So we can see that it is working like we want. So we went from the original, where we were linking using the ID from the movies, using the actor ID here, to now and relating it to the actor ID here, but we found that we had that problem, which is that we have movies with multiple actors. So in order to handle that, you can see here in movie 1, Reservoir Dogs, I've got 2 actors. In movie 2, I've got 3 actors, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then the ones that we just added now for the Hateful Eight, so Samuel L. Jackson, Tim Roth, and Kurt Russell. And the trick is really the loop within the loop. And this, if the movie title is already set for in the results array, then we ignore it, just going through and adding the actor's information. I hope this helps.